Bueno, welcome, people. Wait till a couple people get on here. Okay. Now, mind you, um, I just wanted to read to y'all because I filed a complaint on being trespassed, right? I wasn't trespassed. I was told that I could not film police officers. It wasn't his funeral. They were moving him from the hospital to the morgue, and there was a whole line of people, right? And I tried to go over there and film the news, the media, all the channels, and all the them people were there. I get there and I get stopped, and I get told I can't be there because there's an approved media list, right? So when I told them, "Can I see the approved media list?" I was told no, that I wasn't on it, that I had just to believe them. So I went and filed a Freedom of Information Act request for the approved media list for that day. And I was told by the city after they sent my request to the police department that there was no such record. So I went to complain. His name is Sergeant Williams in Internal Affairs. So I went to complain. He took my complaint, he wrote it down, he listened to me. And I told him, "Can I have a copy of my complaint?" So he was like, "Yeah, okay." So in that, probably like the amount of time it took for him to go, it took for him to go to the to go make the copy. He literally came back and told me, "Deb, appreciate you. I really appreciate that." He told me that he called the Fort Worth Public Information Office sergeant and told me that they had said that there's a case law that prevents us from filming a police officer's funeral. I wasn't at a funeral. Nothing about what I was filming was a funeral. So I was told that it wasn't a complaint. But then I told them that's not your job. Your job isn't to tell me that my complaint isn't one. That isn't how people go to internal affairs and complain. Your job isn't to tell me that's not a complaint without investigating. You didn't even investigate anything. You went and told some supervisor, "Hey, do we have," and they told you some bullshit that y'all didn't even use. Because I was told that there's a statute that prevents people from, and when I looked it up, there is none. The only thing I found is when some people were filming some from a public sidewalk and they lost. So what case law are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it aggravated me because and this is what's aggravating, right? My complaints aren't looked into no more, right? Because before I went to file this complaint on that sergeant for doing that, I think it was in, okay, I was arrested by Kruger. He pulled a gun on me for crossing the street, right? And then uh I filed a complaint on him a month after, not even a month, less than a month that it happened. So this happened in April of 2024. So it's almost been a year that they have not investigated that, and they have 180 days, right? So I filed that complaint before I went and filed them. So I got that, right? And look at the date they said. Come on now. Come on now. Yep. And Sergeant Williams. And I'm going to read to y'all what they said because they are full of shit. It says, um, the Fort Worth Police Department has completed the investigation into your complaint that on August 2024, you made a complaint with Internal Affairs investigator Sergeant Williams that was not investigated. This complaint was investigated by Sergeant W. Cloud, who is a former member of Internal Affairs, so that Sergeant Williams or any other present investigator in Internal Affairs could have no influence on the investigation. So they put a guy on me that is a former investigator, right? And that's not how they told me that was going to get investigated. They said Internal Affairs cannot investigate their own, that this had to go to the Special Investigators Unit. So they're lying, right? So I need y'all to listen to this part, right? It says the investigation process included a review of your complaint, the case details, the recorded conversations, applicable general orders, state of Texas laws, police personnel rules. At the conclusion of the investigation, as described above, policy violations were not identified. Sergeant Williams was found to have conducted a full investigation. How? Did he get my video? Did he tell me, hey, dude, no evidence was gathered? So how could he complete an investigation, man? And they're crazy, man. Sergeant Williams was found to have conducted a full investigation, the investigation including consulting with the Public Information Office sergeant and determining that the police department can and does designate media only areas which require media credentials to enter, not on the public sidewalk. Y'all can y'all can uh y'all can designate areas that are in your buildings. That's what y'all can do. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because this is what I wasn't told. Do y'all read what they're saying? And I have the video where I'm telling them, you told me that there was a case law that prevented me from filming a police officer's funeral. So now here we go. We got this. And it's crazy, man. And they said that this nobody internal affairs could investigate their people. And that's what happened. They did a guy that was a former internal affairs guy, right? So now we go on. This does not the steps of Sergeant Williams' investigation and or the results do not appear to have been communicated with you, which would explain why it was believed no investigation took place. However, it was completed and therefore Sergeant Williams did not violate a policy in investigating that incident. This concludes the investigation conducted by the Fort Worth Police Department, and we appreciate your time and patience. 7 months. 7 months I waited to get this stupid answer. And then they still haven't investigated. Now, I haven't heard anything about Kruger. I haven't heard anything about the guy who pulled me over when I was with Carolina and I opened the door and looked out and he arrested me. I haven't heard anything about the dudes that I filed a complaint on for fucking lying and cheating on me. None of my complaints are being investigated because of Sergeant Williams. So make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. And then look, this is the guy who investigated. Sergeant Victor Hernandez, badge number 3938, Internal Affairs Unit. Y'all can't investigate one of your own, dude. Look, there it is. Sergeant Victor Hernandez, 3938. And that's what they did. They knew they were in the wrong. Did he investigate? Did he check? Y'all can't just cut off the public sidewalk and say this is ours. Only we can be here. That's not what happens. An approved media list means everybody gets to go when they show these videos that you see a big screen and there's people sitting down and they ask questions. That's the approved media people that need to go in there. And they're talking about media credentials. Come on, man. Y'all not gonna revert to that stupid shit again, right? It's crazy. And it's throw. Look, I'm gonna show y'all the video. And it's crazy. Look, that way y'all won't say that way it's clear about what happened. And I even recorded him on the phone telling me this shit. And that's crazy. I don't get that. He stated over and over that those things that I it wasn't a complaint because we're not allowed to film um this video starts to tell a story about Sergeant Williams. I was excluded from filming a procession, not a funeral, procession. And I was told by 4 different police officers that they had an approved media list of people who could film there. And I asked to show it to me, and they would not. So I went, and I didn't file a complaint until I was asked. I filed a request for that media list of that day, of that procession. And when I got the response, it was telling me that there was no such record. So there wasn't no media list, and they just discriminated against me because they didn't like me. That's what my complaint was, and it turned into that complaint not being even turned in at all because I was told it wasn't, because he said something about a funeral.
You said, well, you gave me a lot of names, though.
No, I did not. I only gave you, look, sir.
You gave me Tamayo, Smith, Ramsey. You gave me a couple of names, so it's more than one.
Wow.
I mean, is that not true? I mean, you gave me those names.
No, that is not true. That's not what I said. And you can spin it, word salad all you want. You can cop explain all you want. Now, I'm going to try this again one more time with you, right?
Okay.
I already know one of the officers. It's the Meyer. Okay. I already know one of the other ones. His name might be Scott or Smith. And there's another one that didn't want to identify himself until he turned around and tried to order me around. His name is Ramsey. Now, there's another one who threatened to go to my job and tell my boss. He did not identify himself when I asked him. I even asked the officer that I did know, I just want his name. And that officer stated, go ask him, Mata, you can. And when I went over there, I walked up to his car. He winked at me, rolled his window up, and took off.
Okay. Was he in uniform or was he plain clothes?
He had identifying things that labeled him a police officer. He had a badge, he had a vest, and in the back it said U.S. Marshal, Fugitive Squad.
Let me ask you this. Was he a Fort Worth officer or was he a U.S. Marshal?
No, these are all Fort Worth cops, bro.
Well, so I'm telling you, though, that some of them are not Fort Worth officers. The fugitive unit, like Tamayo and Smith and Ramsey,
do you know who I am?
They're a part of the task force, and they have U.S. Marshals assigned to them. They give them U.S. Marshal powers.
Wow.
So that's why they're not bound by jurisdiction. That's why I'm trying to ask.
They have badge numbers, do they not?
Some of them, yes. Some of them do have badges, correct.
And them badges are under the Fort Worth Police Department. I've already looked this up, sir.
Okay.
Do you know who I am?
Hello?
Do you know who I am?
Do I know who you are?
Yes.
I mean, I've heard of you.
What is your name and badge number?
Sergeant Williams, ID number 3498. I spoke with you before up here at the Bob Olin Public Safety Center.
About what? What complaint?
You made a complaint and then you got upset about Officer Johnson, and so you...
Oh, I filed a complaint on you, too. No, yeah, I filed a complaint on you. They're investigating you right now. Never mind. Disregard this. You're garbage, bro. Okay. Don't worry. I'll be in there to do it the right way, because you're trash. Well, you told me... You went. And when I filed my complaint, you went back and called the sergeant I filed a complaint on, bro.
I did not call the sergeant.
You said you did. You walked out and gave me a fucking card from him.
Calm down and listen to me.
What are you talking about? Do you think I'm stupid or something?
Sergeant Johnson. We have 300 sergeants on the police department.
Bro.
More than one of them.
It sounds good, but what you told me that day, I know specific. You called him. I filed a complaint on him.
I spoke with Sergeant Johnson.
And you said that he had a case law that made it illegal for people to film.
Sergeant Williams on the department. We have more than one Sergeant Williams. We have more than one Sergeant
Johnson. That's
Johnson.
not who my complaint was on, bro.
It was. You said Sergeant Johnson asked you to leave the funeral. Your complaint was on Sergeant Johnson.
And you were the one who took the complaint.
I spoke with another Sergeant Johnson who is over the PIOs, the one that does all the press releases.
That's who it is, weirdo.
Is a black male.
Wow.
Sergeant Johnson that you spoke with was a white
I didn't speak with no sergeant, dude. You're weird.
They are two different people.
Wow. Look, you're trash. You're garbage.
I can understand why you
You are garbage.
Different sergeants.
That's not what you look. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking. No, I don't want to talk to you because you can't take my complaint.
Don't come up here tomorrow and talk to me then. I don't know what to tell you.
You're not the only internal affairs weirdo.
Complaint, you are going to make it with me.
No, I am not. That's not how the policy goes.
Making a complaint then. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yes, I will. And it has nothing. You don't have the right to tell me I'm not going to.
Who are you going to complain to?
Not you. You're garbage. I already dealt with your trash ass, and you're trying to do it again.
Why do you think I'm garbage? You cannot understand that there are more than one Sergeant Johnson on the department.
Look, I'm going to tell you why. If you shut up trying to explain to me some story that's irrelevant. I will explain to you why.
You're telling me I'm garbage because I went back. You're accusing me of doing something that I didn't do. And I'm trying to explain
No. I said to you what you walked the fuck out and said to me when you handed me that bullshit card.
No, you jumped to conclusions whenever I handed you the card.
Look, bro, it sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds good. Okay, I'm not going to do this with you. I'm wasting too much time on this bullshit. So you're telling me when I go to file a complaint tomorrow, you are the only person I can talk to. No, that's not what I'm asking you. You're stating that you are the only one that's going to take my complaint tomorrow. No one else.
I'm saying that you made the complaint today.
I don't want it because I filed a complaint on you. What don't you hear? See, that's if you shut the fuck up and listen, you would understand.
Who did you file the complaint with?
On you, your supervisor, weirdo.
To me?
Oh my God. There's someone above you, stupid. You're stupid. I filed a complaint on you. They're investigating it right now. You're weird, bro.
Who's my supervisor?
Bro, you cannot tell. You took my complaint when I went and filed on that cop what he did, right? And you went back there and talked to whoever and came out and told me that it was not a complaint because there's a law that states, there's a state law that states that I cannot film a cop's funeral.
No, I did not say that. You cannot be in a designated area.
Wherever the road takes you, Chevy is ready to drive you forward with pure power unleashed.
No, I did not say that. You cannot be in a designated area. They can restrict area for media access.
That's why I film you liars, bro.
They can restrict access.
No, they can't. And that's not what I said. That's not what that's why I filed a complaint on you because that wasn't my complaint. That wasn't.
Well, I tell you what, to make things more clear for me, why don't you write your complaint down?
I don't want to deal with you tomorrow.
100%
No.
sure what your complaint is.
I don't want to
write it
deal
down.
with
Bring
you.
it up here.
What's your name and badge number again, sir, since you don't want to listen to me?
You, sir. Sergeant Williams, the same person you said you made the complaint on. Sergeant Williams at 83498.
And I filed a complaint on you.
Please write it down because I'm tired of having to keep repeating it.
Well, I'm tired of explaining the same bullshit to you and you refusing to acknowledge it.
You're not listening, though.
No, I don't. Look. Listen.
I'll see you tomorrow up here.
No, I don't want to talk to you. And you can't make me talk to you. That's not how it goes.
Okay.
I don't have to file my complaint with you. If I don't agree with what you're saying right now, you cannot force me to.
Okay, that's the problem with America right now. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, you try to go talk to somebody else to find somebody that does agree with you.
No, that's not it. Look, I'm going to try it one more time, loser. I filed a complaint on you.
Make a complaint on the person.
I filed a complaint on you.
Yes.
Weirdo.
I'm aware of that.
So you cannot investigate nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
It's in your own policy, and you're the stupid motherfucker that's supposed to know that.
Okay. Well, apparently you haven't read the policy very well.
I got it from y'all.
You haven't got our SOPs.
Wow. You willing to bet money on that?
Did you get our SOPs?
Come on, man. Dude, this is why it's frustrating that you're doing this to me.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
You're not. Okay, I just need you to say it one more time. Come out here is the one I filed a complaint on already, and I'm going to file another one on him.
Okay.
So if that's the only one that's willing to come out here, and if the supervisor, the lieutenant doesn't want to talk to me, then I'll just take it that y'all didn't want to take my complaint, and I'll leave, and then y'all can talk to my attorney about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to try to contact Lieutenant, actually?
Yes, that's what I said, sir.
Okay.
And if he doesn't want to come out here, then I'll just go with that course of action.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Williams.
No, I don't want to talk to you, bro. You're the trash. Look, this is him right here. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay. Do you want to file a complaint, sir?
Yes, not with you, though.
Okay. Who would you like to file it with?
Someone other than you.
Okay. You can speak with...
Yes, and I need you to go back into your office.
No, sir.
I'm not going to say it in front of you.
Okay. You can speak...
The complaint is on you.
Your complaint's on me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to speak with someone other than him then about the complaint. We'll have to find somebody
That's
else.
what I told him, that I'm going to complain on you.
Okay. Well, then we're going to have to find somebody. So if you have a complaint on internal affairs, then someone
On
other than
you.
Okay. Well, listen, I work in internal affairs.
There's a lieutenant above you, isn't there?
Correct.
And
What I'm saying, though, is if you want to make a complaint on someone in internal affairs cannot handle that complaint.
well, give me someone who can take the
I
complaint.
can try to find someone.
Did y'all just hear what he said? Did y'all hear what he just said? And my paper states there's a
No, sir.
I'm not going to say it in front of you.
Okay. You just
The complaint is on you.
explain your complaint's on me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to speak with someone other than him then about the complaint. We'll have to find somebody
That's
else.
what I told him, that I'm going to complain on you.
Okay. Well, then we're going to have to find somebody. So if you have a complaint on internal affairs, then someone
On
other than
you.
Okay. Well, listen, I work in internal affairs.
There's a lieutenant above you, isn't there?
Correct.
And
What I'm saying, though, is if you want to make a complaint on someone in internal affairs cannot handle that complaint.
well, give me someone who can take the
I
complaint.
can try to find someone for you that can take that complaint.
Yeah.
You have a complaint other than me.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say it in front of you because you're trash.
This is my part.
But you're
All right, let me get this on
a
there.
liar.
Okay.
Did you call him, sir? Did you call him right now, sir? Is he in his office?
Sir, hold on 1 second for me.
Did you call the lieutenant like you said you were?
Yes, I did. I didn't answer that.
You didn't answer? All right.
Because he's not here.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with you. You're fucking garbage. You're trash, bro. So what was the law that said I couldn't film a funeral?
I don't know what you're
See,
talking
because that wasn't my complaint, and you never listened to it.
about. Okay. What is your complaint? What is your complaint?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I already made that perfectly clear, and over the phone, you made sure that I wasn't going to talk to no one else.
I'm letting you talk to Detective Farrell right
I don't want to do it in front of you because you're a liar.
Why is that?
Because you're a liar.
I'm going to let you talk to him, and I'm not going to interject.
I don't want you around. That's the point.
Why is that?
Because I have an issue with the way you investigate my complaints.
Listen.
Because you don't listen to them.
You have against me. Is there another complaint that you have?
Can you replace yourself with someone else?
We can go back and we can see if someone else.
Exactly. That's what I need, because I don't want to say shit in front of you because you're garbage.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Because my complaint was they made me leave from a place that it didn't have no media list approval, bro. Because I asked for it from the city and they didn't have one. So when I came to complain and you went back there and said that bullshit, how do you think I felt? Because I asked the city for the same stupid list you were trying to mention, and it doesn't exist.
The list for what?
Wow.
What list are you?
What did you tell me yesterday on the phone? What did you tell me?
For what? Under what portion we have?
When I specifically stated, you told me a case law that prevents us from filming a cop's funeral.
I never provided.
What was it? What was it?
I'm sure you reported that.
No. Listen. See, you're doing it again.
Did you record the
You're doing it again.
That didn't happen. I've never explained any case law to you.
I just played the phone call on my live, dude.
Okay.
You're stupid as fuck, bro. Get out of my face and go replace it.
We have civilians that are walking around.
They work here. They're not civilians.
Slaves do not work here.
Well, then I'll just wait till they leave. And I'll continue with the way I feel about your trash ass.
Okay.
I
appreciate it.
And you can't solicit it. Stop saying that stupid shit.
I can't solicit what?
They have to tell you they're offended. You can't ask them.
I can ask them if they're offended.
No, you can't.
Under what rule?
Under the penal code, dumbass.
What penal code?
You know what? Get the fuck out of my face.
You're in my office. Why do I
This is not your office, dude. I already asked for someone else and you're refusing.
Here we go. I'm going to go back there.
Exactly. Go get someone else because I don't want to fucking deal with you.
Okay. I'm asking you to calm down. Okay?
Yeah, I don't have to follow. I don't have to listen to you, homie. Get out of my face.
All right. We're back into this.
Yeah, you won't. You won't. Yeah. See how he didn't want to say what he said? Y'all heard the recording. Y'all heard what he said. That there's a case law that prevents us from a restricted area that they need a list for. And they don't have one. That's why I don't want him investigating shit, bro. That's not my complaint, dude. And he's doing it again. I'm not dealing with this garbage, bro. I'm not. I hope you just didn't film me with that. Did you?
No.
All right, I'm gonna believe you. Because if not, I need your name and badge number so I can file a request for that video you just did. You created a public record if you did.
No.
Okay, I believe you, sir. I've never dealt with you before where I could prove you're a liar. So, like I said, I give everyone the benefit of the doubt at first. That's why I didn't come in filming. No, you're good, dude. You're doing what you're supposed to. That's my issue isn't with you. That's why I keep asking you questions and we have a cordial conversation. Yep. I'm not cussing you. I'm not saying I'm asking you questions and you're answering them. My issue isn't with you or no one else. It's that guy who came out here. And look, I have the recording of the phone call on my cell phone. And he straight up just lied right now. I just played it on my live, dude. That's what I mean. I don't need dude. Open and chime checking.
Investigate one of their own. They cannot investigate. But look. Sergeant Victor Hernandez, Internal Affairs Unit, Fort Worth Police Department. Come on now. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And that's why I go to court and there's no complaint because they don't investigate it. This same dude, I went to file complaints on 4 different occasions. None of them were investigated because of that motherfucker right there. Him. And that's all it is. I protect me. Oh, I'm a dumbass and all this. Bro, it's simple. Write down what you're saying, record it, give me a paper so I can fill it out. You make a copy, bring it back to me. You put it into the fucking system. It creates a number. You give me the number and I fucking leave. The investigation never happened. How could this dude do a full investigation when it never happened? He never asked me, "Hey, here's our link so you could send your videos." I never got any of that. They never saw no videos. They never saw anything. So I went to file a complaint that was ignored because I've already complained on a supervisor. And you heard what he said. Who did you file a complaint on? I did it. Look, it's right here. And in his own words, we cannot investigate ourselves. But that's what happened. That's what happened. Man, that shit's fucking pissed me off, dude. And it's crazy, man. And I've went and did 4 complaints. And I've only reached 1. The complaint on Kruger, they didn't even investigate it. It's not being investigated because I haven't heard nothing. And it's been past 180 days for this investigation to go on. So he pulls a gun on me, right? Arrests me, lies on the police reports, tries to get me on engaging in an organized crime charge because he fucking felt like a pussy when we were around him, filming him, asking him questions. Come on now. That's weird, dude. That's what I said. And I was laying low and I wasn't filming. But this right here, I'm on your ass, bro. All that shit over with. I'm done being quiet. Fuck y'all. This is what I get, man. I get done wrong. I do the proper channels. I go through the proper remedies and nothing. They don't hear shit. You hear this weirdo, I'm explaining him to what my complaint is, and he don't even give a fuck. He don't even remember what my complaint was anymore. But that's what I deal with, right? You know? And yeah, fuck Kruger too. His bitch ass got fired for slamming Carolina and knocking her out. Loser. And I went and complained and I told Internal Affairs, y'all need to get this dude off of the fucking streets because he's going to hurt someone or unalive someone. That's what I told Internal Affairs when I complained. This dude pulled a gun on me. He didn't have to. That case was dismissed. He went and lied through the whole police report and it was dismissed. As soon as we got all his evidence, all his Brady List violations, the reason why he was fired from Irving Police Department, the fucking Judge Starnes in CCC 7 dismissed. Come on now. Man, that's why I'm saying, man, this shit be aggravating, bro. And now I said, I be humble. I be trying to talk to him reasonably, right? But these type of motherfuckers, I have no patience, no ear, no sense for. So they want to play these games with me? I bet. Y'all motherfuckers, Forward Police Department, the sheriff, y'all better make sure I'm not 25 feet is the fucking mark. And y'all grab me when I'm 25 feet away, I'm going to defend myself. I'm done with it, man. Because it's weird, bro. And I'm going to defend myself with the fucking law in case y'all weirdos start fucking editing that little part out and y'all want to. I'm going to defend myself with the rights that I have. I'll get arrested. I'll do all that, man. This is a continuous thing, homie. And I thought by now, Internal Affairs, the Special Investigators Unit, everybody in that piece of shit office would have known. Stop doing them like that. But that's it, though. Tonight, come on, man. I'm on y'all ass now. I'm on your ass now. I'm on your ass now. Fuck all that. I've sat by and waited for this. I've waited for 4 internal affairs investigations, and this is the only one I've gotten. After you heard Sergeant Williams mention 2 times that internal affairs cannot investigate themselves, and you can say he used to be with internal affairs all you fucking want. You could say it all you want. It doesn't dispute the fact that this loser on video, Sergeant Williams, said nobody internal affairs can investigate themselves. Nobody. Nah, you got me fucked up. And it was Sergeant Victor Hernandez. 3938. So you, Mr. Victor Hernandez, I will have your whole file in about a week or two. Bet that. Bet that. I'm going to investigate all you motherfuckers. I'm going to ask for all your civil service file, everything. I promise, watch. I'm going to ask for all your body cameras. I'm going to do all that. Watch. Watch, man. Because it's not right. It's not cool. It's not cool that I'm the only one following the laws and following the rules, and these dudes get to circumvent it with their lies based on I hurt their feelings. Because I don't talk nice to them. Because I don't appreciate the bullshit lies they're feeding down my throat and swallow it completely and smile. Excuse the fuck out of me for being a man. Fuck y'all. This shit is irritating, bro. And this whole time I've been waiting thinking they're doing their job. It's weird, bro. Because the investigation into what he did to Carolina was done in less than 2 months, homie. It was done in less than 2 months. That's weird, bro. And I told them this dude's gonna hurt someone. But they don't want to put that in there. Jeff, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that back to man. Fuck. Don't play with me right now, dude. Don't nobody fucking play with me right now, dog. I'm not trying to hear no fuck shit, no sucker shit. Stay the fuck off my shit if you're on some pussy shit. I ain't playing with nobody, bro. That friendly shit out the window, dog. And if you feel some type of way, come holler at me. Fuck is you talking about? That friendly shit out the window, dog. And if you think I'm friendly, come fuck with me. Come test it. Remember, Texas is a mutual combat state. Catch all fades. What I'm saying, man, this shit, y'all did stop playing with me, bro. I ain't the motherfucker to play with. All right, Jeff. My bad. I just saw that back to blue shit. I know, fuck all that. Ain't none of that bullshit here, bro. I apologize. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. I misread it. All I seen was back to blue. Yeah. But anyways, fuck them bitch ass lying cops. Fuck internal affairs. Cause look, I just literally proved there's nothing in Fort Worth, Texas that is gonna correct cops, hold them accountable, or anything unless we do it ourselves, which is filing lawsuits. That's crazy, man. And I done got aggravated. I learned how to do it myself. And that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say? I feel your pain. Don't take it out on me. All right. No, I'm not. I just seen that blue line bullshit, man. My bad. That's the only thing that threw me off. That's it. Like I said, my bad. I have nothing against you. I don't have nothing against no one except lying ass cops. Bitch ass judges that fucking man, it's crazy, bro. I just this and look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. These moments right here is what makes me want to stop doing this. This right here, when the whole thing, when the whole city of Fort Worth, internal affairs, special investigators using it, OPOM, or crickets. Crickets. There's nothing here. There's nothing here to hold cops accountable when they do wrong, because their supervisors are going to lie for them, the chief of police is going to lie for them, all the motherfuckers that are under there, all the ones who investigate these use of force, they're all going to lie. They're all going to lie. They're all going to lie. And then you get to internal affairs and you run into a motherfucker like Sergeant Williams, then there's no justice, there's no accountability, there's no transparency. When you got people like Williams, who's this other dude? Victor Hernandez. When you got people like Victor Hernandez, Sergeant Williams, when you got the guy he keeps mentioning, Sergeant Johnson from the POA office, when you got people like that, that's why cops are arrogant. That's why cops will walk up to a person that's protecting his own property, pull a gun on him, and shoot at him. Not identify themselves the whole time they're sitting there. Then not one time did I hear Forward Police Department. Hey, we're coming. Who's back there? See, they're creeping. And then they wonder why shit happens to them like that. Y'all have to identify yourselves. Because from what I'm understanding, he responded to his call by going to his property. He's entitled to protect his property. What the cops are doing, and it was mentioned in the press release. Tatiana Jefferson, what happened? The same thing. The cop walked to the back, didn't identify himself, and started shooting. And this is my problem. If police officers are that fearful, right? Because that man never opened fire. That man never did anything to threaten y'all. Not one time. Because that little video y'all got, it doesn't show shit. It doesn't show anything. That's why y'all edit videos to fit your narrative. But y'all don't want to play the rest of it because it's going to show what really happened. That's what I mean. And that's what I'm done with. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I've been focused on the Tarrant County Jail and the people that are being unalived. And I've been focused on the sheriff, Bill Wayborn, and his fucked up ways, right? How he ignores everything, he spins it and turns the block. He's lying through his teeth daily, right? He comes to commissioner's court and lies. But then again, when it comes time to his son getting arrested for pedo shit, you know what I'm saying? Assault on a public servant, resisting arrest, he puts out a statement that it's my step kid, it's my adopted kid. Woo woo woo. But when you're taking pictures and you need people to have this family unit idea and you're hugging on them, you're not calling them your adopted kids. You're saying these are my family members. So you don't get to pick and choose when you own and disown kids. If that's the way you do it, then you're a shitty father and you shouldn't have no kids. You shouldn't have no kids. Because if I had kids, which I don't, but if my son was like that, he was a drug addict doing weird shit like that, I would beat my head against the wall and I would go love on my son. Because I created him. No matter what he does, I'm his father. I'm supposed to be the person to be like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Instead of excusing his actions, making excuses for him. See, what you're doing is propelling the wheels of criminality. See, now you done hopped your little son on because in his mind, he did all this and nothing happened. Nothing happened. He didn't suffer. Daddy got me. He gonna come get me. But then you're saying in your jail, right? How did you describe my friend Mason? Right? You called him a drug addict. You said he done all this stuff. He was a bad person. La 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 la. Right? Your kids are no better, homie. For you to sit here and point at people and look down on them, you have to be able to look up first, weirdo. You have to look up first, weirdo. And what I mean by that, when you're looking down on people, when you look up, you notice God. You notice a higher being than yourself. And that's the only way that you can get compassion, understanding, where you can put your shoe on the other person. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way it happens. And when I say there's evil here, that's what this is. How can a person be okay with 10 people dying and it not bother them? How can your son get arrested in such an ugly crime and your excuse is to respect his privacy? Come on now. Come on now. You're the example of these fucking sheriffs and they're all garbage. They all are. No, lying. I know a couple of them that are not. I know a lot of them that are not. That are not. But the ones that are directly under him, they're smelling on the dude booty. Their nose is brown in the motherfucker. Right? And also, I want y'all to understand something. This dude, Bill Wayborn, just hired a guy to certify and update certification on his jailers. So, how many people are involved in these incidents, these 72 deaths that are not certified? And he keeps bringing up the Department of Justice. Bro, they ain't never been in no jail, homie. You let the people that you gave employment to, you put there to come investigate. And you know what they told you? It smells good. Did you let them see all them papers? Did you let them see all them videos of them people that were unalived in your jail? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And I'm gonna end this whole myth about how they're so caring and all. I've been in these jails. My cellie was coming off of alcohol, right? So people who are alcoholics know that the withdrawal is serious, right? So we're telling the guard, hey, he needs help. He's tripping. Well, let me call medical. Medical calls him back and says, hey, tell him to file to put they call them kites, I-60, right? On the tablet that he keeps mentioning. You know, it takes them 24 hours 24 to 72 hours to respond to that email. Respond to it. I'm not saying they're going to come see you. So I've been on these dorms when people are banging on the door. Hey, I'm having a medical emergency. They pull the person out and they ask his cellie, hey, is he really tripping? Now, if I don't like my cellie, I could be like, nah, he's good. They put him back in there because that's what happened. And then all of a sudden the dude wigs out. They come in there, beat him up, spray him. I didn't see a camera filming none of it. It doesn't happen anymore. And I have all their shit. Come on now. And this dude Williams, look, if I have look, Patrol, SPO, I have the warrants. See, I have everything, dude. So I know exactly how it goes. And what they don't like is for someone like me to come tell them. So that's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go to commissioner's court. I'm going to sign up to speak. And I'm going to tell the truth about what happens in jail. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna remind all of them that I want them to be all upset about what's happening in jail. Like what happened, like Manny Ramirez, he was so upset about them finding a substantial amount of drugs inside of a police officer's locker in the South Division. I want him to be mad like that. They violated the officer's due process. And Mr. Kraus, right? I want you to be mad. Just like you were mad when you ran to be the chief of police and you didn't get it. When you ran to be mayor and you didn't get it. How vocal were you about that? How mad were you? That's how mad I want you motherfuckers to be when people are coming in here and telling you. When you see their family member, you motherfuckers know y'all did that shit wrong to that man. He served his country. He didn't go with mental illness. That fighting messes your head up because the stuff you do over there, bro. And for them to do that to him and only put a little. But did y'all notice that only video that they have is on that cop's phone? Not did you see anywhere on them that they had a camera recording? No, and by policy, they have to. By their own standard of operations, they have to. Every time there's a code 1, a code 6, a code 3. Code 1, people beating each other up. Code 6 is a medical emergency. Code 3, that shit popping off. Come quick. There's a camera that's supposed to come with every time they respond to a call to a dorm. And that doesn't happen. What they do, they respond 20, 30 deep to start beating people up. Come on now. I know too much. I know too much. I know, and it's your fault for putting me in there, locking me up, for filming these losers. Filming these weak cops that don't understand that I have the right to film them. Turner versus Driver. Houston versus Hill gets to say that I get to say, I don't like what the fuck you're doing to these people. Fuck you. Houston versus Hill. And it's in Texas, baby. Houston. It came out of Houston, Texas, homie. And this case was done in 1970s, dog. Right? Turner versus Driver. It gives it a clearly established right that we're allowed to film public officials while they're in the course of their duty from a public space, from a public access. So where are they confused? And their policies are not supposed to be vague, because when they got time, place, and manner, it couldn't be vague no more. You couldn't just say, hey, oh, he bothered me. You have to be specific now, right? Because y'all have to remember, Mr. Turner wasn't arrested. He was detained and released. But if y'all go back to his oral argument that was done in the court, it states, one of the judges states that if he would have been arrested, we'd be talking about a whole different story. I'm next. My case is in appeal right now for filming. And we proved that that cop lied on the stand. His police report stated that me and Carolina, as soon as we showed up, yelling, yelling. When we played the video, his body cam video, my attorney told him, so you're in the police report, it stated that Mr. Mata and Carolina went to went to that as soon as we pulled up, me and her were yelling, screaming, everything. So what my attorney did, he goes, I'm going to play your body camera right now, sir. And you tell me whenever Mr. Mata starts yelling like you said in this police report. So that's it. In his police report, he said, me and her automatically started yelling. So walk up to him, and then it's going. It's going. It's going. 10 minutes. It's going. 15 minutes. Going. 20 minutes. And then he stops and he goes, has he been yelling yet, sir? No. Okay. So he keeps going. And then when he walks up to me, because everyone's seen the video, when he walks up to me, hey, sir, what's your name and badge number? And then Carolina calls him a liar. And I said, what lie? Who's a liar? And that's when he said that that's why my voice interrupted them from what they were doing. Because he walked up to me and told me, it's okay to film, but I need you to stay right here, la la la. And I asked him his name and badge number. That's crazy, man. This dude lied on the stand. Perjury. But did you, and the reason why the DA won't do nothing to him, because he needs him to lie on the stand. Ain't that weird? Just like Romer, that cop Romer, right? A guy was released from Harris Hospital here. He came, he was sick. He came to the hospital, right? And he was released. He asked somebody in the waiting room, hey, can I use your phone to call a ride? While he's doing this, a cop walks up to him and tries to make him leave. He says, sir, I just got out of the hospital. I'm sick. So he punches him in the face, throws him on the ground. And in the body camera, he says, I can't let you go. I have to arrest you. So you know what happened in that case? The district attorney saw it, dismissed charges on the person who was punched by him and put charges on him. He's been on appeal bond going on 4 years. 4 years. He's a cop. They treat him differently. Like the rules, the law works, but only for them. Like if you're a cop and you become a criminal, the rule of law and all that will work perfectly for you. They'll make sure of it. Right? because everything they've said on me is a lie. Like everything that happened to me is a lie. And I proved it with their own body camera and their lie reports. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is here. That's the way it is here. I'm still looked at wrong because one of my attorneys that I had for a court appointed attorney, her name is Rose Salinas, right? And when they appointed me to her, something she said to me bothered me because I told her I want to hold these cops accountable and I want to try to create case law that stops them from doing this. And she told me, "You're trying to do all this with a court appointed lawyer?" That bothered me. So I started investigating her. And what I found out is her husband used to be the ex Fort Worth police chief, the assistant police chief. His name is Salinas too. And you can look him up, right? So now I understood. So when I found this out, I told her I needed her to recuse herself from my case. And she did. But then, wait. When she was put on my case, I got out. I tried to call her. Nothing answered. And it had an address on her phone, on there for her office. I went to her office. It was an auto parts store. No, not it's a mechanic shop. They were fixing cars and all that shit, and walked up, and some guy walked out. He goes, "Hey, how can I help you? Do you have a car here?" I said, "Nah, I'm here to see my attorney, Rose Salinas." And he's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, look, the address is right here on the paper they gave me." He's like, "Hold on, wait right here." So he goes in and he comes back, goes, "She's not here. She'll get a hold of you." And did you know when I went to that place, and it's not far from downtown, it's right across the street from the new apartments they built going towards Northside, right? So I went over there and then I went back like next week, empty, gone, nobody there, nobody there. So now Miss Rose Salinas is the chief investigator for the criminal courts. So yeah, stack the deck, right? It's crazy, man. And it's throw, dude, because I figured all this out. I understood how they're playing their game. I read their playbook and I'm just using it against them. And they don't like it. And yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm mad. I'm mad about that internal affairs investigation. After this dude literally said on my recording, internal affairs cannot investigate themselves. It has to be somebody else. It's crazy. And you can say, and look, this is what it states right here. Look. See, because this is what it says right here. It says the Forward Police Department has completed the investigation into your complaint. Whatever you made a complaint with Internal Affairs. Sergeant William was not investigated. The complaint was investigated by Sergeant M. Cloud, who is a former member of Internal Affairs, so that Sergeant Williams or any other present investigator Internal Affairs could have no influence on the investigation. But he just stated that nobody internal affairs can investigate this. That's weird, dude. Now I said we investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing. And as long as that continues to happen, so when you hear internal affairs, special investigators unit, OPOM, bullshit. And I used to have hope in the last one. I heard nothing from them. I put a complaint with them. I heard shit. That's what I said. It's bullshit. I don't have faith in none of it. So motherfucker, if I see y'all in public, OPOM, internal affairs, special investigation, this is what y'all are getting. This. Cause I'm tired of people wasting so much money for y'all to be there and y'all not doing shit. We pay so much money yearly to have internal affairs, special investigators unit, and OPOM just for them to be like this to us. Nah, man. And in case y'all forgot, just because a policy y'all create can't go against the Constitution. They can't. It null and voids it, weirdos. Okay. Rant over. Now, Jeff, my bad, homie. I just wanted to say that to you. Yeah. It's a fault. Like even if you lie when reporting, yeah, what is it? What do they charge you? Like if I call 911 and I lie, and they come and investigate and they find out I'm lying, I get charged. You're right, Jeff. That's crazy. Nope. Yeah. I'd be having that too. Is that what it means when you see words backwards? Huh? The heathen. Is that what that means? Dyslexia when you see words backwards? Oh, okay. That's weird. I never understood that. Like I got to read a paragraph like 20 times. But I'll understand it after the 20th time, though. That's what I'm saying. Like it's weird. I don't know, man. But I do know this, homie. I was mad a little while ago. I did. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't. I think I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I think what I'm doing is exposing something bigger. Yep. Because I'm pretty sure they already have this video and they're already sharing it with each other, and they're like, "Well, then whoever sees him tonight, get his ass." Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, I got that damn thing and it made me mad, bro. Because my question is, okay, y'all investigated what happened to the investigation on Kruger? What happened to the investigation where I got arrested at a funeral because Tamayo thought I see that was my complaint. The complaint he said that he's really talking about, and this is the weird thing about this guy, right? I didn't complain shit to him because that day that he said that I said, you know what, fuck you and your complaint. So how did he investigate anything? That's weird. But you heard it from his own. The videos don't lie. People do. That's why you got to get their words on it. And he clearly stated that nobody from Eternal Affairs can. Ain't it weird? But that's how it is. I complained on the dudes who didn't identify himself when I was at my job because they did. They went and told my boss, and my boss he I didn't like the way he was trying to handle it. So I said, if you're gonna fire me, bitch. I ain't finna kiss no ass or wait for none of that shit. So he was like, you know what? Just go back to work, and I'll talk to somebody, and we'll see what we come up with. That's what I didn't like. So, fuck that job. And it was at Chick-fil-A. Yeah, that's where I was working at Chick-fil-A. Them cops went in there because that's what my boss told me. He tried to lie and say it was one of my cop friends that told him, and I said no. He wouldn't have told you that because he would have told me first. Be honest, tell me the truth. Then he tried to say it was an employee. I said, bring the employee in here so they could say what they said. Well, okay. Well, then I'm gonna be honest, man. It was them cops that were on the video. They showed me the video and da da da. All right, bet. So it's crazy. So because I told them fuck you in the video and all that, they went and told my boss, and I got fired because I was wearing the uniform and I made the company look bad. Fuck it. Oh well, wasn't that good, anyways. You know, fuck them. But yeah, when I complained about being arrested in the passenger seat in Carolina's car, that case got dismissed. I complained on Kruger pulling a gun on me, charging me with evading arrest, and all this other shit. Case dismissed. But none of that was investigated. None of it is. But you can't complain on internal affairs because they will investigate themselves and they'll find that they did nothing wrong. That's weird. That's weird. So he turned it into he didn't take one complaint. That's weird. Because I never filed a complaint with him. You heard him on the phone. I told him, fuck you. When I went the next day, I told him, fuck you again. So how did he investigate anything? Make that make sense. Make that one make sense, please. It don't. It don't. It does not. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Yep. When it comes to their, yeah, you're right. When it comes, they enforce their policies when it comes to the citizen, but when it comes to them, they don't have to follow the law or their policies. That's crazy. But yep. And I'm gonna sue the fuck out of them too. Watch. Yep. I'm gonna sue the fuck out of them. When I depose them, I want to say I want to hear all this shit. Because when they're being deposed, they don't get to be dicks. They don't get to think that they're above me. No. No, I said I've been talking to a couple people, and I'm glad I got a hold of a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Tú sabes quién eres. Yeah, he gonna help me. Be on the ass now. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. I already know. It's not a bad thing though, is it? Being dyslexic? It's not, right? You just have to read more. Mm. But yeah, that was my spiel, people. That was my rant. I want to thank everybody for being here. I'm gonna go back and say what's up to everybody. Test all spirits. Jeannie, okay. Glad to have you. Ramon, ¿qué onda, güey? Latin Indian, ¿cómo estás? Glad you're here. Deb, Jason, ¿qué onda? Juggalasses, my boy. Claudette. Deb, appreciate that. I already told you. F the you know what? I FTP, I know that came from what's his name, but I say fuck them putos. That's what FTP means to me. Fuck them putos. All day, every day. Tony, what's up? Okay, New York in the house. Barry, what's up, Barry? My boy. Linda T, glad to have you. Yes, he is. Kruger, the woman beater of Carolina. Name fucking weenie. Pussy. BZ. ¿Qué onda, wey? Yeah, I know, Raymond. That's true. That's what I tried to tell him. Freedom of the press. The First Amendment specifically states that Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. Yep, I already know. Yeah. Soup. Yeah, they failed. Yep. King Chow Chow. ¿Qué onda, güey? No, I am. Lewis. De veras, güey. Yeah, like I don't understand. That was like talking to I don't even know what the fuck that was like talking to. I just know that dude's stupid. Will. Yep. And that's why that's the whole and that's all the way around. That's the jail. The jail. The chief of police. The sheriff stated that the forward police department is investigating these deaths, and the forward police department said, "Hell, no, we not." He ain't never said that. Romy, hey, how you doing? Romy, glad to see you. Yep. And that's what I'm dealing with. Supervisors. That's all this is. Supervisors, lieutenants. They don't. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, Victor. Yep. Nah, for real, Victor. Wait, let me. Is there a way I could? Oh, I can't. I don't know how to do it. But yeah, you're right. If I do, oh yeah, yeah. He didn't like me talking to him like that. Okay, Colorado Rockies in the house. Oh, y'all hear him? Clay Fountain 1A Press. What's up? Welcome to the channel. The Heathen. What's up? Let me see who else is on here. Let me say what's up. Oh, that's everybody. All right, thank you for hearing my spiel. And this was the focus of this. We investigated ourselves after explaining to you that we couldn't investigate ourselves and we found no wrongdoing. The Fort Worth way. Thank you all for being here. Take care of yourselves. And always remember FTP and record these line. No facts. That video is on what? Dude, I have a video that you need to see and I'll send it to you later. No, you straight, Jeff. I have a video that you need to see and I'll send it to you. It's on my channel. And you can't get a lawyer to. Yeah, I agree with you on that. They just want to get under your skin so that you will be selfish and you won't do anything anymore. But we need to stick together and hold them accountable somehow. Yeah, I agree with you. And that's the goal. That's the mission. And I have some people that I'm talking to now, and they're kind of like making this a little easier to understand for me. I haven't learned how to explain it like they do, but I'm gonna practice. That's what I said. I just had to open my horizons and you know not be closed minded, not be set in my own ways and stuff like that. Uh, so wonder if we complain to the better. No, we're gonna have to go after the bonds. That's what we're gonna have to go after. That's what I'm doing. So you go after their bonds and their oath of office. No, that's judges and attorneys, right? All right, everybody. I'm out. Go after the money. So yeah, Jeff, just send that to me and appreciate it. So y'all be on your P's and Q's and on your toes because them haters are everywhere. Yep. Thank you for the clarification, said Clay Fountain. So y'all be safe. Keep your head on a swivel. And until the next time, fuck the police.